Well, this is a belt that has changed hands quite a bit, and this #1 bantamweight contender believes it will again here tonight as she makes the walk for this title fight. She believes this title shot should have come earlier. She's not caught up in all that now, hasn't been during fight week. She's focused on the champion, and you see her staring her down right now. Crowd going crazy. She believes she is the best bantamweight in the world and believes in a matter of moments here, she will be the new champion. So here she is, the undisputed UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. How about the confidence as she makes the walk here tonight? She wants to get in there, take care of business, and go eat some buffalo wings in the back. She's been the best 135er in the world now for some time. Another title defense, what's in front of her. She doesn't try to make the moment too big. And even though the challenger has a lot of momentum here tonight, she knows she's the hunted for a reason and is looking to prove that she is still the best in the world at 135. Our tale of the tape for this women's bantamweight championship fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Miragliotta. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 9 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Aspen Ladd. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 20 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. We're expecting a lot of action and really to see both women challenged in all phases of mixed martial arts.
They're both so talented. They're both so good at every aspect of fighting. I want to see who can truly force their style on the other woman.
Oh, that's a good strike there by Nunes. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. All right, so Amanda Nunes getting off here again as usual. Really as well-rounded a fighter as we have in the men's or the women's game here in 2020.
Yeah, regardless of gender, right? Regardless of gender, Amanda Nunes stands amongst the best in pound for pound in the entire UFC.
So both girls landing right out of the chute.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D? Man, she's got a pretty good left hand. Went to it there.
She's a right-handed fighter, but the left side has become just as good as the right side.
So just over 20 total strikes have already landed for Amanda Nunes.
Big punch with the clinch. Oh, nice elbow.
Under 3 minutes
What a
remain in
big
round 1.
time takedown.
Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard.
Without much effort, she was able to pass from her full guard right into half guard.
Oh, sage work from the bottom here as she tags her with the punch. While her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end, the ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing it over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
Under 2 minutes now to go, round one. Oh, she gives up her back here. So a case of pick your poison, and now she's going to have to work hard defensively to prevent the finish.
Well, she's got to protect her neck. That's the first thing. She's got to really be aware of where her opponent's arms are. If her opponents get anywhere near her neck, she needs to really defend. Attack the top hand. The top hand is the choke hand. Make sure that top hand is always yours. When you grab it, keep it. It belongs to you now. And then start to work, try to get to your base and get back to your feet.
Well, you got to try to stay busy off of your back. She's doing it here. Nice punch. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Ground and pound strike is true. 20 seconds to go. The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, there's the horn. Let us now check out some of the action from that round, DC. What a display of striking.
Yeah, John, she did a great job. I mean, she knew exactly what she needed to do, and she mixed everything up beautifully, right? Every punch landed to a kick. Whenever her opponent thought kicks, she would follow up with punches. It was a masterclass in striking over the course of that round.
All right, here we go as the next round gets underway. The big storyline in the previous round, of course, the high volume of body strikes. We'll see if she chooses to go back to it.
When you're trying to punch the head moves. The body doesn't. She's taken the bigger target, and she's made it her priority. She's beating up the body over and over, going to that target, trying to force her opponent to make a mistake that will allow her to switch it up, go up top, and finish the fight.
Well-placed kick there by Nunes. Waiting to it, and now this could be the beginning of the end for her opponent.
It seems like we are in the final act of a four-part play because this fight is about done.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Real quick leg kick.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Good punch land.
Oh, the uppercut is clean. And we got a fight on our hands. Just unable to quite find that range.
Again, back into this position.
She's starting to put together some significant
Fantastic.
fights, and she finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort earlier on, but cleaned up the technique a little bit, and now we'll see what she can do.
She cleaned it up. She really did take her time back. She took a step back. She evaluated what's my best course of action. Figured it out, got it done. Now, how does she handle being...
Oh, it looks like she's going for her arm now.
Now she's in trouble.
Job by her there to execute the submission. Clearly she had an opening and she closed the show pretty effectively there. That is one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. All right, so there's the end of the round. And in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to her legs, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight to the ground. I mean, that was a great display of offensive wrestling.
So there she is, celebrating with her corner, the queen of the 135ers, the UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion. And how about the method of victory tonight as she gets it done by submission?
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 19 seconds in round number 2, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar. And new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Aspen Ladd.
All right, well, DC, I got to give you credit. You sort of foresaw this result tonight. We have a new UFC Bantamweight Champion. Congratulations go out to her and her team.
At some point, you're going to listen to me. At some point, you're going to take notice that I know what I'm talking about. I called it great fighter. You understand that she has a lot of ability, and tonight she put it on full display to become the champion of the world.
You're hot right now, too. I've been calling these fights, or you can bet on them.
Oh, make some cash. EA Sports cash.
And you're broke.
Give me some game bucks. I want some game bucks.
Coming up next, we determine the best strawweight on the planet. A matchup for the UFC Women's 115-pound title. All right, so here she is, the number 1 115-pound contender, and a strawweight who many fans believe is the number 1 strawweight in the world. Now, thankfully, the best will fight the best. This is her chance to prove it. She is not the champion. She believes she will leave as such. And as she makes this walk, you hear the crowd behind her. She is looking to leave as the new UFC strawweight champion. So much depth now at 115 pounds, but they're all still chasing her. Yeah, they are. The undisputed UFC strawweight champion. And she's got the confidence that belies a champion. As you see her make this walk here tonight, she won the belt with flying colors, defended it with style points, and that's the same goal here tonight. She really is a fighter that maintains a calm demeanor, takes it fight by fight. She has aspirations to be the greatest of all time. She is well on her way. And now our tale of the tape for this strawweight championship fight. So these fighters are just a year apart with similar height and some differences in reach. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Miragliotta. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Strawweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 18 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting the challenger, Claudia Gadelha. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 21 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Weili Magnusson.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with round one. Going to be very interesting to see how this plays out stylistically because both women can truly do it all.
This is a very close fight, very competitive fight. Both of these young women are so well-rounded that you can't find an advantage for either fighter. I'm so excited I can barely stay in my seat.
Oh, massive kick lands flush. Well, she talked a lot about the path of least resistance being the clinch, and she clinches here.
And watch her start to mix in that great judo background that we saw. You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight? Oh, whoa! That one was going to end the fight.
Oh, big left hook there. Ooh, big knee. Just over 3 minutes now to go.
What a body kick. Double leg shot.
Oh, how about the slam there? That one cannot feel good. How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of gray gold, just transitioning so beautiful.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work and put the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
Her ground and pound is downright scary. In constant pursuit of the finish, might get it.
She does a really good job of throwing punches with intent. She never just throws just to keep throwing. Every punch is meant to land. Every punch is meant to start a finish.
So the numbers continue to pile up. 30 total strikes now, which have landed for Claudia Gadelha.
Nice stick with the right hand.
30 seconds to go. Southpaw stands to orthodox now. A commitment to excellence. She finally gets this fight to the ground after many failed attempts. She was not discouraged. Now she has this fight exactly where she wants it. Round two straight ahead. All right, so a lot of strike absorption by her in that previous round. She got stunned on the feet, but survives to see another round. Talk us through the replay, man.
You look at the action here. They're going back and forth, and boom, there goes that big strike that lands that really does hurt her opponent. She could not find the follow-up shot, but eventually she will find that moment.
Our round two is now here. Weili Zhang and Claudia Gadelha.
Big punch lands. Ooh.
Oh, huge knee to the body. That'll soften her up. Oh, some scrambled eggs.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing.
Oh, she landed a big knee to the body. Oh! Oh!
She is such a diverse striker That big strike landed, and it looks like she's gonna finish this fight.
Back and forth we go. Oh! Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Jean. Man, she is just nonstop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's spent a lifetime developing this skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition game.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Less than 2 minutes now to go in round two.
Attacking armbar.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. And there it is!
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That is some opportunistic grappling right there. And nice finishing instincts as well. You see a lot of fighters get the dominant position, but aren't necessarily able to lock up the choke or force the tap. No problem with her as she gets one of the bigger wins of her UFC career. So, ladies and gentlemen, there she is as the celebration continues for the UFC Women's Strawweight Champion, getting it done with style points here tonight. She is your champion and your winner by submission.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 41 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out and new undisputed UFC strawweight champion of the world, Claudia Gadelha.
Well, there is a new UFC Women's Strawweight Champion. She comes in here tonight. She didn't want to over-respect the champion, and as such, she's able to get the win by way of submission. A major result here tonight that figures to send a ripple through the rest of this division. There is a new queen in the UFC at 115 pounds. All right, coming up next, it's a flyweight matchup between John Dodson and Brandon Moreno. It's a flyweight matchup between John Dodson and Brandon Moreno. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop it.
He just has to keep him away. Because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive these into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxing, the high level, from everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. Dodson is 9 years the elder. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 17 wins, 5 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Brandon, the Assassin Baby Moreno! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. He is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, John the Magician Dodson. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1. Seems to be a situation in which he wants to do everything in his power to keep this fight on the feet. He'd appear to have a lot of advantages at distance. We'll see if he can get it done tonight.
Yes, he has all the advantages because we don't see many specialists anymore in the UFC. Guys can generally do everything, but this guy is a jiu-jitsu player. He wants to get the fight to the ground and start to weave his web of traps to try and find a submission. This striker needs to maintain his space. He needs to make sure he is not on the ground. Avoid it at all costs.
Misses again with a right punch.
Oh, big knee! Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Just out of range with that right hook. And they separate. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block.
Oh, that was a big takedown. Is this the one that's going to break him?
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Attacking armbar. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off. And
this might just be a matter of time.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 56 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno!
All right, so there he is, all smiles and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, coming up next, it's a bantamweight matchup between Henry Cejudo and Cody Garbrandt. Well, they don't come a lot more popular around these parts than Cody No Love Garbrandt, the team alpha male staple and former UFC bantamweight king, trying to get back on the throne.
From the moment Cody Garbrandt stepped into the octagon, you understood that you were watching a future champion. He went into the octagon and knocked out Marcus Brimage. From the moment Cody Garbrandt stepped into the octagon, you understood that you were watching a future UFC champion. In his UFC debut, he knocked out Marcus Brimage, and then it was only up towards the title shot from that moment on. Realized that championship by beating one of the greatest bantamweights of all time in Dominick Cruz.
Might be the best athlete in this bantamweight division. Skill for skill, he'll try to put it all together here tonight and make a run back to the bantamweight title that he held when he beat Dominick Cruz, as you mentioned, back in 2016. Well, he's got a nice UFC flyweight championship to go along with the Olympic gold medal, but Henry Cejudo is far from finished, DC. He will try to continue and expand his legacy here in another big spot tonight.
Henry Cejudo already considers himself the greatest combat athlete of all time. And he obviously has a claim to that. When you stand up atop the podium in the Olympic Games, and then you get the belt wrapped around your waist by Dana White as a UFC champion, not many guys can say that. Cejudo has done that, and he's done that through hard work, commitment, and an ability to always get up for the big moments.
And now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight fight. Garbrandt is 29. Cejudo is 33. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 12 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, USA, Cody No Love Garbrandt. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Greco-Roman wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, Henry the Messenger Cejudo. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
Ready?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. It's a close fight on paper and also in every performance.
All right, so now we are on the ground. Now he is in his wheelhouse. We'll see if he can get one of his submissions to pop here tonight.
Nice.
Oh, single collar tie here. So the fighters engage in the clinch here early on in the fight, and certainly got to be mindful of the gas tank. Don't want to empty it too bad here in the early going.
He understands that in the clinch, he is wearing his opponent down. So look for him to do this over and over again.
Back to the well with that right hand. It's no good. Oh, collar tie.
Straight punch land.
Muay Thai plump.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. Got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Cejudo. Garbrandt's going for an arm here. He might get a finish here.
Oh, now he's in trouble.
Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission, and that's exactly how you put the rest of this division on notice. Looks like this guy could be a factor moving forward in this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 16 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Cody No Longer.
All right, so what a performance. All right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis, and Tai Tuivasa. All right, coming up next, a heavyweight collision between the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis, and Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa. Well, we probably trot out the term well-rounded in modern-day mixed martial arts more than we should, but this fighter certainly fits the bill.
Oh, 110%. He can do everything inside the octagon. Where he is most comfortable is inside of that 8-sided structure where most men are terrified of being. But for this gentleman, he only wants to be there. When you try to wrestle him, he's able to defend takedowns. If you dare stand and strike with him, he can knock you out. He's got all the tools necessary to become a UFC champion.
His first martial art, mixed martial arts, and that's not always the case. He believes that he should have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the more popular fighters on this UFC roster, top to bottom, the heavyweight contender, the Black Beast, Houston's finest, Derrick Lewis.
Yeah, Derrick Lewis is a phenomenal fighter, but he's just a fighter at heart. From the hardships that he had as a kid to his youth, developing and overcoming so much adversity to become a guy that has fought for the UFC Heavyweight Championship is truly inspiring for anyone that looks up to Derrick Lewis. But not only is the story very good, the fighting skill is there to match.
And he's got that old school break-your-face-open type of power, and he'll look to put it to good use in this matchup here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Lewis is 10 years his senior. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 10 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, Tai Bam Bam Tuivasa! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 7 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, Derrick the Black Beast Lewis! And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5-tool.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Great punch.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
Big punch to the body.
Oh, and there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there. Double leg here.
This is exactly what he needed. To get a takedown and secure the position.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
2 minutes have expired in our opening round. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here. And if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop the
You got to defend. But you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Tai Tuivasa ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Close guard. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Tuivasa. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Seconds to go. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Oh, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Nice stick with the right hand.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Listen, I need you to stay a little bit more active, a little bit more movement. Keep that head moving. I need you to get behind that jab.
You ready? Ready?
Round 2 is underway.
That's a big strike right there.
Tuivasa gets absolutely melted by that head kick. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. DC didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point.
Not there. Oh, a little single collar tie there. A little cut below that left eye. All right, so 43 total strikes have now connected for Tai Tuivasa. He's landing with 66% accuracy against the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis.
Oh, nice.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Tai Tuivasa going for the takedown. He misses. Big knee lands there.
That knee hurt him.
Big knee to the body. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round 1, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round 2. Single collar tie now. Oh, just out of range with that punch attempt.
Nice shot to the body.
Tai Tuivasa gets absolutely punished by that head kick. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Tuivasa gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
Connects with a right hand. Pretty good punch, that one.
Nice right punch by this young man.
Oh, tags him with the left.
That left hand has been really effective.
And he comes through with a big knee. Oh! Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connect, so fast, so accurate. And watch the ability to land from anywhere.
Oh, misses with the jab.
If your opponent has you in the clinch, pulling down on your head, landing punch after punch, you have got to clear that collar tie, reach back inside, and try to find space.
All right, so a lot of highlights over those previous 5 minutes. DC, take us through the replay if you would.
A lot of good action, but punching led the dance. Punching was the thing that stood out to me. That allowed him to take control of the round.
Sit down. You're looking good. We got one more round. I need you to...
And we are back for our third and final round. Well, not only has he stayed aggressive as he was in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes, but he's also been efficient, not just with his strikes, but also with his body movement. Complete performance out of this fighter here tonight.
Good punch.
So unofficially 69 total strikes have landed for Derrick Lewis. And in terms of the efficiency, landing with 57% accuracy against Tai Tuivasa. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Tuivasa's lower jaw now is starting to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of damage absorbed by Mia in here tonight. All right, single collar tie now. All right, so he connects with another punch there, kind of targeting that cut.
I mean, when you get a cut on your opponent and you see it and it's pouring blood, you continue to attack it. Every time you land, you can see that it splits a little bit more. Great job finding that weakness and really taking advantage of it.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really straight connection right up the gut. You see, he's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target. Nice punch lands over the top.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Under 2 minutes to go in our third and final round. Nice little shot.
Now he's on top of him looking for the finish. Oh, he got it back!
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, getting late in the fight right now, DC. Dream fight for the fans, maybe not so much for the judges. It's been back and forth.
It's been so close. I would not want to be sitting at the judges' table right now. I don't know who's winning this fight.
Oh, that'll work. The ground and pound strike is good. Man, that cut is only getting worse. Canvas cleanup guy's gonna be busy. Good, solid strike on the ground. 20 seconds left. Oh, looks like he's transitioning to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
What a fight!
Oh, wow, oh!
Well, don't leave it in the judges' hands. A little bit easier said than done. Competitive, close fight. You got to lean either way.
I mean, it is horrible when you walk back to the center of the octagon not knowing exactly who won the fight. I thought he won a lot of the striking exchanges, but it wasn't very clear. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. For the winner by split decision, Tai Tuivasa!
Wow. All right, coming up next, it's a featherweight tilt between Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens and the Korean zombie, Chan Sung Jung. All right, here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagements. But what you have to understand is he's not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next when the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Our tail of the tape now for this featherweight fight. Stephens is 1 year the elder. He is 2 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, the Korean Zombie, Chan Sung-Jung. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 28 wins, 18 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of San Diego, California, Jeremy Lil Heathen Stephens! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta, your referee.
You ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick-em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we have seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers thus far.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food. They're the best of the best that we could put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in this key matchup.
Nice punch by Stephens. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? I hear a lot of you fighters talk about a naked takedown attempt, right? No setup. Certainly not the case there, as he set up the takedown with a beautiful combination of strikes.
And he always does it. He always tries to trick you. He never just takes those blind takedowns. And I think that goes to the fight IQ of this young man.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Arch, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Oh, nice.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
And there it is. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they match-make him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 58 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Jeremy Stevens.
All right, coming up next, a good welterweight matchup here between Jorge Masvidal and Rafael dos Anjos. And coming up next, it's a UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, when history looks back at the body of work of this man, Rafael dos Anjos, not just one of the more accomplished Brazilian fighters of all time, maybe even a fringe Hall of Famer, still getting it done now in a second UFC division.
It's unbelievable that he is still able to be so successful after being here so long. I remember after he lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov, the next time you saw him, he was a different guy. From the Jason High fight to beating Vincent Henderson, Nate Diaz, Anthony Pettis, winning the title and then defending against Donald Cerrone, you understood that he had made the necessary changes in order to become a UFC champion. He's still doing that in a new division at 170 pounds.
And most amazing for me is that this dude started 0-2 in the UFC back in 2008, had a must-win in 2009, and has gone on to become one of the better lightweights and welterweights of his era. Rafael dos Anjos finds himself in another massive spot here tonight. All right, here he is, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal, longtime representative of American Top Team. You know how happy it would make Dan Lambert if Masvidal could finally break through and win a UFC championship. He's as close to that level as he's been in his UFC career.
As he's ever been. He's finally on the cusp of earning what so many people have hoped for him. But that doesn't happen by accident. The reason he's this close now is because of the commitment that he has made to mixed martial arts, the commitment that he has made to evolving his game, going up to 170 pounds, and also using everything that he has in order to get to where he wants to be. Before, there might have been distractions. Now, Jorge Masvidal is solely focused on becoming a UFC champion.
Left his family to go compete in a reality show outside of the United States. Gave him, gave him a lot of focus and direction, and he has put all of that to good use here in the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, 13 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Rafael dos Anjos. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 14 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
So Dan Miragliotta shares the cage.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go, round 1 of this highly anticipated tilt between the strong striker and the decorated grappler. Any chance that these guys mix it up, or are you just expecting them to stick to what got them to the gates?
I'm expecting a pretty straightforward approach from both of these fighters. The striker will try to lead with his punches and dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might be your moment in this fight as he gets the Thai clinch.
This is a massive moment for this fighter. He is a great Muay Thai fighter. Look for him to go knee, and then try to land a big one to the head.
Nice straight right lands. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Well, that left hand has been there at times. Not on that attempt here, and that one is true. Nice job there to enter and ultimately plant his opponent on the mat.
Now what does he do? That he's gotten his best shot off, finish the attack. Where does he go now from the top position?
Nice job by him there to move to half guard. Not much resistance from the bottom fight.
He's just too good in this position. Look for ground and pound immediately.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by RDA.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Dos Anjos. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. And now Masvidal's unbelievable. Oh, and there comes the stoppage.
Wow, that was nasty.
Yeah, that right there is a high-level knockout, ladies and gentlemen. Crowd absolutely loving it. Just a perfect shot to end the fight. Landed flush. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming. So a huge, huge win for that young fighter here tonight. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Rafael Dos Anjos.
Oh, well, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? This is going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.
Coming up next, it's a UFC light heavyweight division encounter. Well, this is truly an 8-point striker, DC, a Muay Thai practitioner making the walk to the octagon yet again here tonight.
I love the way he stands high on his toes whenever he's approaching. The hands are high, not always closed. They're just up and high. He's bouncing on that back foot, and everything he throws has no load up. The outside leg kick is truly something special. He will brutalize you with the leg kick, and the moment you start to switch your stance, he will go across to the opposite side to beat that leg up. Then you get desperate. You start trying to grab him. That's when you start to run into the knees. You start to run into the elbows. He's just the most brutal guy that we've seen in the UFC for a long time.
And at last check, there are no gloves or any padding on the feet or the knees.
Nothing to protect.
Caution, flammable. All right, well, I'm excited for this one. This is a kickboxer of the highest order. He has so many different kicks and punches in his arsenal and figures to try to keep this on the feet here tonight.
The beautiful thing that he does is he throws that front push kick to create distance when a guy starts to get too close and wants to wrestle with him. He throws it, and the moment you're back at his range, he starts to blast high kicks. He doesn't always intend on landing him, but he beats up your arms with high kick after high kick after high kick. And as you get desperate, you start to run into knees, and he does not need much space to land a knockout punch. This guy is one of the best strikers we've ever seen in the UFC.
And if you don't find the striking range early against this guy, you could be in real trouble. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. Santos is 6 years his senior. Reyes will have the 3-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding a professional record of 21 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Thiago Marreta Santos. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 12 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Miragliotta.
Dan Miragliotta.
You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. 2 of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
Whiffs on the straight right hand. Step a single collar tie. Head off the center line, slips the punch.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, working hard here against the fence. We'll see if he can get the takedown. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Back and forth we go. Dominic Reyes put it all together here tonight, DC. Nice job to get inside and get that combination.
Really beautiful combination by Reyes. He's got it all flowing, man. He's doing everything perfectly right now, and he's on his way to getting his game.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Fighters back to their feet here. 25 total strikes have found the mark for Dominic Reyes. Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches.
Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo, but he is blocking all these shots coming this way.
Get that out of here. He sees it coming. You're going to have to mix it up.
Shake that finger.
Shake that finger.
Yeah, left hook found its target. Oh, lands a left punch there, and a lot of it's set up by good foot. Right there, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
And they separate. Whiffs on that offering.
Wow. Actually got the takedown.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, feet on the hips here. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, 5 minutes down. Here we go with the start of round 2. Dominic Reyes and Thiago Marreta Santos. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter
look
round.
at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to the position, got another beautiful takedown.
Making all these shots count.
Nice stick with the right hand. Now into his mouth.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Might be a submission attempt here,
I
champ.
mean, you cannot sit in the full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. Nice stick with the right hand.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
So unofficially, 63 total strikes have landed for the devastator Dominic Reyes. And landing with 67% accuracy, pretty good against Thiago Santos. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand? Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
Takedown defense holds up.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. How about that shin?
Big kick lands.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Again, in the clinch.
Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhooks.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
And that's the end of round number 2. All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
All right, here we go, third and final round. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here. Oh, single collar tie here. And now they are throwing both sides with there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
82 total strikes have found the mark for Dominic Reyes. And the accuracy rate, 57%, above the UFC average. That's been a big story of this fight tonight against Thiago Santos. All right, close guard now. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. And how about the speed on that reversal there. I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Under 2 minutes now with which to work. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah,
somehow.
he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Less than a minute to go to decide this one. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. He's attacking armbar now. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. They go the distance tonight, but you got to think he won over the judges with his striking acumen tonight.
Yeah, you got to watch one of the best strikers in the entire UFC. He did everything so well, and in my opinion, he should cruise to a very easy decision.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 9:28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Dominic the Devastator Reyes.
All right, nice job by him there as he is your winner via unanimous decision. And sometimes I would think it's easier said than done to just leave the judges out of it. Dominant performance, and he gets his hand raised.
Yeah, and if you got to go to the judges, leave no question, right? Be the person that is so dominant that you know you're getting your hand raised. He did exactly that tonight, and he gets a dominant decision.
When I was never old enough for poker, everybody wanna be the only one. I pay your dues, man, if you owe me some. For anybody not trying to be given none. Body the body and leave the body slump. If I sold drugs, then I might be rich, but mom said that's how a bad man lives, and bro said that's what a gangland is. So from 16 was a nightman kid. They keep saying I'm a young black king. Okay, then where's my banquet? They said there's no fish in the sea, but leave that one, that's my man's fish. Snap, that's an eyeful. Haters beat it like Michael. Wanna know why nobody likes you? They're scared cause nobody likes you.
Coming up next, it's a lightweight bout between Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. Well, he's got a key to the city of Lafayette, Louisiana, but with the present company, Daniel Cormier here, I'm not sure I'm going to go so far as to call him the king of Lafayette, but Dustin Poirier has become a UFC champion, and he remains one of the best lightweights in the world.
If he's not the king of Lafayette, he's one of the kings of the UFC's lightweight division. A phenomenal striker, has such great boxing, big, strong, long arms, and an ability to fight through so much adversity to try and accomplish his goals. He's one of the most exciting fighters in the lightweight division, but also has the ability to knock you out and just outgrind you over 25 minutes.
And at times, competing as a featherweight, he was almost a victim of his own success. He did so well that he stayed down there. Of course, since moving up to 155 pounds, he has put his best foot forward, and he draws yet another elite lightweight in this spot tonight. If I ask you who the most exciting man in mixed martial arts is today, I trust the answer just might be Justin Ray Gaethje. Realized a major championship outside the UFC. He has really taken this promotion by storm since signing with the MMA leader a few years ago.
I mean, pace, pressure, aggressiveness, just meanness, a mentality that only allows him to pursue victory. Watching him against Edson Barboza, withstand some of the strikes that he took to get the knockout was a sight to behold. The fight against Michael Johnson in his UFC debut. Michael Johnson was a top 5 guy in the world, and Justin Gaethje completely melted him with pressure and pace. Just one of the most active guys in the UFC on the roster.
More bonuses than UFC fights. Need I say more? Justin Gaethje back for more tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 26 wins, 6 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a kickboxer holding a professional record of 22 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Justin the Highlight Gaethje. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready.
Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling a glaring weakness on either side when you break down.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the gentleman. Right hand punch from the clinch.
Punch is blocked.
He changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Good stick.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Oh, tagged him with the uppercut, DC. We'll see if he can follow it up now.
He was so used to punches coming straight, he didn't.
Oh, and he hip tosses into the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off.
And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. Elbow lands there. Nice job by Poirier.
Nice punch lands over the top. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks. Right hand punch from the clinch.
Nice job by Dustin Poirier there. Sticks the target and then moves his head off the center line to avoid the comeback shot.
Head off the center line and watch him the counter with that beautiful straight left that he throws over and over.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Poirier gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Effective punch there by Gaethje. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity.
Lands a right hand upstairs.
Another shot to the head.
So he's able to land another punch there. Nice work on the feet tonight by Poirier.
When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Just a slip there. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Ooh, big shot lands.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round 1. All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always going to be. He has two very talented fighters. Sometimes it's very even. That's what we saw in round number one.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. In terms of staying heavy and also staying active. So we pull up the numbers here, 45 total strikes now for Justin Gaethje. And in terms of the accuracy, landing at a 50% clip tonight against Dustin Poirier. Both fighters throwing heat now.
Poirier does a better job when he's the guy going forward.
Throwing that jab now again, the fighter evades. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
His opponent's got him in the clinch. He needs to break away and get back to his range because he's taking punch after punch from this clinch position. Nice stick with the right hand.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, Muay Thai clinch. A lot of elbows and knees could be coming from here. We'll see how they do.
Fantastic strike to throw at either jab, right, over. He preserves his movement. Don't finish his fight.
Back to the feet. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Oh, and now we'll snap the head back. The referee has seen enough. Winner by TKO.
He mercifully stopped the fight. A great stoppage and a great performance by this young man.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans going to stop this contest at 3 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Justin the Highlight Gaethje.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. What a massive knockout for him to get this win in style tonight.
He did everything he needed to do to find the knockout. Now he can celebrate with his family and friends as they earn this spectacular victory.
Coming up next, it is a UFC welterweight championship showdown between the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman and Gilbert Durinho Burns. Well, a long winning streak may guarantee you a title fight in other divisions. Certainly doesn't at 170 pounds. But now, with all the contenders behind him, there is one man left standing. It is this man, the #1 welterweight contender, now getting his shot at the dominant champion. And he believes without a shadow of a doubt that he is the best 170 in the world. And he is out to prove it right here, right now. He is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, and in a division that has so much depth in that top 15, it's even more remarkable that this man has remained the hunt. And the question tonight, with a powerful challenger out of that blue corner, can he walk away and still? Tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So these fighters relatively close in age, just a year apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the Octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Miragliotta. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the challenger, Gilbert Durinho Burns. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
All right, this is for the UFC Championship. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
You ready? Are you ready?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on, these guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Oh, collar tie. Usman's got the tie clenched. Let's see what he can do. Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
Nowadays, you see guys just throwing little shots that don't really matter. Very few guys now are committed to ground and pound as they were in the past.
Just over 2 minutes, round one. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. 90 seconds to go. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why. He's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Burns. I mean, how many can he take? All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
He is not even setting up his shots. You gotta see those shots.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used his kicks beautifully. He managed distance, managed space, and eventually those kicks started to really take an effect on his opponent and slow him down. He has to stay the course next round.
All right, round two.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed.
Right. A lot of power on display. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
Beautiful strike.
He's gonna try to take him down, there you go.
Oh, massive slam. That'll change the complexion of this one. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. A lot of top pressure being applied here. 3 minutes now to go in round two. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush. They get nervous. They're like, oh, my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Posture up. Make sure he stays high. Okay, you're in control now. You got the mount. Stay in control.
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Good work from the top here by Burns. 45 seconds remain in the round.
Oh, the difference in the striking is crazy.
Timely defense there. Huge block for him.
Nice looping punch.
Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here, DC. That could be pretty useful when it comes to the scorecards, potentially.
Very useful when it comes to the scorecards, but also a testament to his conditioning and his cardio to still be throwing takedown attempts at the end of rounds instead of when he's fresh.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand.
Nice punch there.
And right there, his opponent's wobble, champ.
He's hurting bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that.
Oh! Takedown defense holds up. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh! The seminal blow of the fight.
I mean, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect, John. Great placement on that uppercut.
Oh, he might be out. Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick. Try to establish that jab. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. All right, so a near-perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again, was able to get him down there.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Burns has got him in a crucifix now, going to go to work from the top. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them.
That is it! Do you believe it?
He's done, he's done. What a performance!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Let's get to Bruce Buffer. He has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Miragliotta has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 44 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Gilbert "The Ring" Burns.
So there he is, the newly minted UFC welterweight champion. You had to look far and wide for people who were picking him in this spot tonight. As Dominick Cruz said, when you became the double champ, he got it done.
Not many people expected him to win. Those 3 guys that walked to the octagon with him were sure that he would win this fight. All you need is your army. You're the warriors on the front line. And that group of warriors knew that they could get the job done. They did, and now he's the UFC champion.
I'm just me, and they ain't got no respect for a goon. Why not? 'Cause real killers kill by who they love. the heat with double chin, killing, making them type of statements. Oh, damn, you just on gram exaggeration. But squad dead and mob this. How you pull up and rob shit? Fact is, you ain't ready when you a whole bitch. Don't always speak to my partner.
And coming up next, a heavyweight championship fight between Stipe Miocic and Jairzinho Biggie Boy Rozenstruik. All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Oh, Biggie Boy is here, folks. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, the first native of Suriname to compete in the UFC. Decorated kickboxing career, but really took his training to that requisite next level when he signed that UFC contract. He said, essentially, instead of training twice a day, I'm now training 3 times a day, and his UFC results certainly speak to that commitment. Undefeated, calling out guys like Francis Ngannou. Not a lot of people burning up Mick Maynard's phone asking to fight the Predator. That's Rozenstruik in a nutshell. We'll see if he can get the power going early here tonight. Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Miocic is 5 years the elder. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. We go inside the Octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 10 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 260 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, presenting the challenger, Jairzinho Biggie Boy Rozenstruik. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 240 pounds. Fighting out of Independence, Ohio, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my command at all times. If you want to cause trouble, do it now. Right in the corner.
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, you have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up with.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon. Right hand.
series of strikes for him there, staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
And they separate.
What a punch.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. That kick blocked by Miocic, split the guard beautifully there. And they separate. Miocic gets hammered by that solid uppercut. That one got his attention. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Rosenstrike gets touched by that kick there.
Nice.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
With a single collar tie there. And now he engages in a Muay Thai clinch, and I think a lot of people watching wonder how you can control an opponent like that. Hard to get out of.
It's very difficult to get out of. Look and notice how tight his elbows are as he's maneuvering and moving his opponent into positions where he can get off his strikes.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Stipe. Oh, good series of knees by him there, working the head, working the body. He is going all over the place tonight.
He is using that knee to really dictate where the fight takes place.
And those knees aren't just for effect. Those are doing real damage. That knee might have landed there. Rosenstrike's got the full mount. 1 minute now to go in round one. 45 seconds to go here in round one. Seconds now to go in the round. 20 seconds to go in round one. Final seconds of round one. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, here we go with round two. Round one, pretty good, not great, but some action on both sides.
We can't always hope for fireworks, John.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to deal with the ebbs and flows of a fight. In round number one, you saw both guys have success. Let's see who really charges out ahead in the second round.
All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter, young man. Put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it.
Changes his stance. You'll see a lot of this from this fighter. Well, the opponent, beautiful entry as he secures the double leg takedown. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Rosenstrike's has got full mount now. Useful strike there, the ground and pound on point tonight.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Biggie Boy. Two minutes now to go in round two. Oh, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep, absolutely.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah, no pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Oh, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. Oh, right to the mount.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
20 seconds left. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Biggie Boy. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Rozenstruik.
Owning this guy. He can do anything he wants. He's just turtling up. But he's got good rear naked choke defense, all right? If he gives you that back, I want you to swim off the back.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, so back-to-back entertaining rounds. We'll see how it goes in this round. We'll see which corner sort of maximize those 60 seconds on the street.
This is what happens when two very skilled, very evenly matched fighters coming together. Nobody has really taken a lead in this fight. Let's see who does it going into the next round.
Nice punch by Miocic. Single collar tie now. That's a good right hand there by Stipe. Maybe he'll attack the body here. You can certainly speak to that. He's a guy who mixes it up well.
He's a guy that can do everything. And not only can he land punches and high punches, and nobody's a master of adjusting on the fly whenever he's inside the octagon.
Nice 1-2 there.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Timing the shots pretty well here early, DC.
He's doing a great job of mixing things up, keeping busy, being very active.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Left hand punch to the clinch.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
He lands a big knee to the body.
Oh, strong punch there by Miocic. Oh, tags him with the left, so the right hand has been there. Now he goes left.
When you're able to fight from both sides, you become really dangerous. What a beautiful uppercut. It landed beautifully. Perfect placement on that shot. Oh, big punch land.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Battle for position here.
Caught that kick there.
And you hear the crowd react every time they come together because they understand the power that these guys are striking with.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, he landed another great shot to the body there. Really starting to connect at a high percentage now in the latter stages of this fight. All right, single collar tie now. And now he's got that tie clinch. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. And they separate. Rozenstruik's lower jaw now is starting to show some signs of swelling. We'll keep an eye on that, but a lot of damage absorbed by Mia in here tonight. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice strike.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. he's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
That's how we do it. Just like that. All night, all day, just like that. He can't mess with your striking.
All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 2.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about... Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Knee to the body. Now he's got the Muay Thai plunge. Takedown defense holds up. And now he's got the Thai clinch.
Punch over the top.
And there comes the separation now. Looking to land the right just out of range. Just over 3 minutes to go. Miocic's overhand punch to the head.
There you go. There you go.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions.
Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. He's going to attack armbar here.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Oh, that was a violent tap there, so he submits him with the armbar.
I mean, just steps ahead of the competition. Where you're playing checkers, he's playing chess in the ground fighting. And it showed tonight in this big submission victory.
What a fight!
Yeah, that is an outstanding submission win turned in by that fighter here tonight. And not just the finishing instincts, but just the transitions and how patient he was to make sure that he had not just isolated the arm, but secured it before he tried to torque it. Near perfection in terms of the execution of that armbar. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Lavigne has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 15 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Yair Biggie Boy Rozenstruik.
So how about it? There is a new baddest man on the planet, the new UFC heavyweight champion. And he didn't just come in here and win on points here tonight. He submitted the defending, reigning UFC heavyweight champion, takes the belt into his corner, and this is just an amazing moment for fighter and coach and team. The celebration is on for the new UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
Gas in my joint, what you smoking don't flatter me. My